sticker we're talking about this time this is one of my favorite stickers. It's this hockey sticker right here. This one with the teeth. It's a new sticker. This is my new sticker album. It's different. This is for newer stickers, not older stickers. Let me just talk first off about hockey as a skateboard company and just naming a skateboard company hockey. Naming a skateboard company hockey is brilliant. It's one of those ideas that someone comes up with and everyone goes, yes, that's a great idea. And then they discuss it, and as they discuss it, they slowly talk themselves out of it because they're like, will it be confusing? Will people look up hockey skates and they'll get ice skates? And it slowly gets like watered down and they talk themselves out of it and out of it and out of it, and then they pick something else. But the fact that they stuck with the name hockey for a skateboard company is great. It's funny, it's smart, and also stupid. It's everything you want a skateboard company name to be. Also, hockey and skateboarding, very similar. Both graceful, slippery, bloody, violent, a lot of pain. I look at this sticker and I immediately, for whatever reason, I think 70s New York City. It just looks like grit and dirt and asphalt and booze and drugs and nightclubs and pimps and street urchin people and dirty needles and just a dirty, fantastic city that I wasn't a part of. I'm too young and I didn't live there. It transported me to that kind of aesthetic that we've all seen a million times when you watch things about the 70s. It's just there was something about New York in the 70s. Like, for whatever reason, I look at this sticker and I think the poster for Taxi Driver, which is, it's De Niro just standing in the street, taxi in the background. It's airbrushed. The guy who did the Taxi Driver poster is a guy named Guy Peeliart. Not only did he do Taxi Driver, he did the David Bowie Diamond Dogs cover, which, come on, that's a banger right there. You just feel that kind of like, there's like a gritty authenticity to it. There's also something great about really messed up teeth. You think of violence, you think of like fighting, and again you think to like ice hockey and skateboarding at the same time. Both your teeth are, if you skateboard long enough, play hockey long enough, you're gonna break teeth. You will break bones, you will break teeth, you will shed blood. Also, when I look at this, for whatever reason, I thought of that Warriors poster, which, again, iconic movie, especially visually. You see the people with the bats and the painted faces, and it just has that, like, airbrushy, inky, printed feeling. Like, this feels printed. You look at this, and I don't think iPhone photo, I think Xerox machine. Like, when I look at hockey's graphics, it looks like it was made by one person, but who's good. It doesn't look like there was a committee of people who made a bunch of decisions. It's like they let one smart person who's good at design make a thing, and they leave him alone, and it's great. Obviously, you look at anything black and white that's printed black and white and feels gritty, like it may have been involved in a Xerox machine, you immediately think of punk flyers. Punk flyers are such an important part of design history. This reminds me of the punk flyers that were like photo collages. A lot of people, when they think of punk flyers, you think of drawings. Like, you think immediately, obviously, of Raymond Pettibone drawings. But I also love, there's a lot of great old punk flyers that are just photo collages. And they almost feel like more designy. Like they felt a little more savvy, I guess I would say. It was obvious that people were looking at photography as opposed to just like, let's draw a fist or like a screaming mouth or something like that. But also, it instantly, my brain went to this artist named Via Selmans. She's fantastic. I think she's Latvian. She does these graphite drawings, like photorealistic, incredible drawings, and like there's one of a spider web that's bananas. She has one of just like ocean water, and they're just insanely meticulous drawings where every single half millimeter has been drawn perfectly. There's not maybe one focal point. There's no focal point of the drawing necessarily. Like the spider web goes to the edges. You don't look at like one part of the spider web like that's the most important part. It's the whole thing. Like just the whole image is the thing it wants. There's no first read or second read or third read. The whole thing is just the read. So this is the first time I was able to contact the maker of this sticker because I know a guy who is one of the guys who started hockey in FA, and he put me in touch with the guy who made the sticker. I met him briefly at the FA hockey store opening in Hollywood. It was awesome. They hung a cop car from the ceiling. Great. The guy who made the sticker is named Benny Maglinao. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It could be Maglinao. And so I emailed him and I was like, can you tell me what's up with making this sticker? And he said he basically asked Bill Strobeck to take a picture of Ben Kadow's teeth. And there's something about this image, even though it is specific, it's his mouth and teeth, and the teeth are kind of like the most important thing, but it's so close up that you're not like looking at one part. The whole thing is the thing. The image by itself, it's almost like a logo. Cops. See what I'm saying? I'm old, alright? I'm not a young person, like being a young punk running around, like trying to be part of a scene. I want to make sure that there are young people doing their own thing and making their own stuff in a way that's cool. And this tells me there are. Like, I look at this stuff, I look at the hockey team, I look at like skaters in general, and I'm like, all right, they're all right. Those kids are all right. Kids are all right. You don't have to worry about it. They're doing what you're supposed to do. They're running around. They're making noise. They're breaking stuff. They're making their own stuff. They're lighting small fires and starting bands and making flyers for their bands and taking photographs and doing stuff. This is definitely one of my favorite stickers.